Welcome to Silver Bar Stacker, folks. I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope everybody's having a great start to the week. Happy Monday! And well, with Monday comes mail calls, but also comes our wonderful drawing for this week's not one, but two SBS drops. That's right, folks. If you weren't paying attention, on yesterday's video, we actually had two SBS drops that happened yesterday, and I'm proud to say that one of them were for Johnson Matthey 1 ounce sealed, factory sealed bars, and the other was for Matthey USVI chunky stackers. And so everybody who managed to grab a slot for that first, or I should say the third SBS drop, which featured the Johnson Matthey bars, they were all guaranteed to get at least, at a minimum, one factory sealed 1 ounce Johnson Matthey bar. And a couple lucky people are actually going to be in a drawing today to win a single gram, which is actually a 10,000 minted, very, very scarce gram here of silver produced by Johnson Matthey with the factory sealed ounce. And we've also got another grand prize winner that's going to be getting two sealed sequential serialized Johnson Matthey bars. So that's these are kind of like the cream of the crop when it comes to the prize pool, but everybody's really going to be getting something quite nice. And the SBS drop number 4, that's a very exciting one. That's for the highly anticipated chunky stackers. And so that prize pool consists of a 1981 stacker, 1981 stacker, 1981 stacker, 1980 stacker, and then a duo of 1981 stackers with the AM logo on it. So this is a very, very exciting drawing for today. I'm very excited to break out the pillowcase, the infamous pillowcase that is known as the SBS pillowcase. And so we're going to kick things off and keep things sequential. We like to keep things serialized and sequential here at SBS, nice and organized. And so we're going to kick things off, and we're going to start with SBS drop number 3. And here goes the drawing. What's going to happen here, folks, if you're not familiar with the process, is these stack backs, they're going straight into the pillowcase. Straight into the pillowcase, they go. Straight into the pillowcase, they go. Straight into the pillowcase, they go. Straight into the pillowcase, it goes. And so now, everybody who has secured themselves a drop, they are all fully aware of their numbers. Each person in the order that they had secured their slots, those are the numbers that they got. All right, and so I'm going to do a nice little public drawing here. I'm going to keep this pillowcase closed so everybody knows that this is legit. And I'm going to keep the pillowcase closed, and we're going to literally go in and randomly draw a random one, and that's going to be our number 1. Oh, there you go. Number 1 actually got the duo. So I'm not sure who number 1 was. I don't recall, but you know who you are, number 1. If you want to reveal yourselves in the comments, feel free to do so. And we are ready for stack pack drawing number 2. Okay, we got everything closed up here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one. And let's see. Oh, sequential, or not sequential, rather, grammar. Wow. So number 1 and 2, whoever you guys were, you basically just did a swap. I personally, when I was talking about this yesterday, I felt that the 1 gram one was kind of the cream of the crop. That was kind of the biggest one, but that's actually ended up getting a swap. So that's funny. So now we actually don't need to do much. We will do the drawings because I guess the serial numbers are different on each of those. So we'll draw each person's thing, but each of the last people are going to end up getting a single bar. So let's go ahead and do that pretty quickly. This is number 3. This this is number 4, and this is number 5. So there we go. So the sequential, or so the serial numbers on these last ones. This one ends in 2-6. This one ends in 2-1. This one ends in 5-6. So that's kind of the difference there for those last 3. So thank you so much to everybody who got involved in the Johnson Matthey drops. This is the breakdown, folks. All right. So number 1 secured the 2 sequential Johnson Matthey bars. Number 2 secured the 1 ounce bar and the 1 gram bar. And then 3, 4, and 5 each secured a 1 ounce sealed, factory sealed bar. And that drop was a $30 drop, so it was quite a good deal, I think, for each of the people who happen to enter. All right, and that leaves chunky stackers. Alrighty, and so the chunky stackers again, we got the 2 chunky stackers from 1981, the 1980, and then we got a single pack of the 1981. So let's go ahead and toss these up into the pillowcase and see what's happening. All right, let's get these nice and mixed up. I feel like, we don't want a repeat of the last one where the first people get the first stuff. All right, but if you're not first, you're last. Let's take a look here. We're nice and mixed up. All right. Boom. All right, so number 1 is getting just a single 1981 chunky stacker. Congratulations. We finally got a little bit of a switcheroo, switching things up. All right, let's go ahead and mix this thing up. All right, we're going in. Boom. Oh, another 1980. Oh, no, this is the 1980 chunky stacker is going to be housed with winner number 2 of the 4th drop. Okay, not bad at all. So as you'll notice, the 1980 just has the oval logo with A mark written on the inside. A mark. Pretty cool. I remember when I first started getting into these chunky stackers, Salve Metal was like, yeah, that 1980 is a little bit more difficult to come by. And I'm like, oh, is that so? And then I went on a crazy kick of collecting 1980s, and now I have a huge stack of those as well. So it's just, So I took that to mean, oh, these are very, very difficult to find. But there's actually quite a bit of 1980s out there as well as 1981s out there. It's when you start to get into the more rare variations that they start to get very, very difficult to come by, right? So anyways, I just wanted to mention that because it was kind of, I wouldn't say it was kind of like, I thought that I was under the impression like, oh my gosh, these are, I better grab them before they're all gone. But it's like, no, you'll be able to find the 1980s and the 1981s, at least for now. They're pretty, they're pretty available, I guess I should say. So anyways, let's go ahead and draw number 3. Boom. Oh, just a single. All right. A single 1981. All right, and who's going to get that duo? That's really what I want to know. Let's go ahead and mix these up real nice. All right. Let's get the lucky fingers out. All right, whichever one I touch first, that's the one it is. All right, this one. Boom. The duo. All right, number 4. Whoever was the 4th entry for the 4th SBS drop, numero 4. You are the lucky one. All right, and the last but not least, a single 1981 chunky stacker. So thank you so much to all of the individuals. I won't say it's 10 individuals because some of the individuals were able to secure one of each drop. So thank you to all the individuals who entered this week's SBS drop duo, where we had a Johnson Matthey and A-Mark stackers. Next week, we're going to have another wonderful drop, so be sure not to miss it. These drops happen every Sunday or earlier, so you're going to want to keep refreshing on the website. Make sure that we don't catch you off guard by throwing a drop at you before Sunday. This week, it happened to happen on Sunday, and it started on Sunday and it ended on Sunday. It sold out pretty quickly this week, I would say. And so next week, be on the ready. be on the ready, be ready for that new SBS drop. We're going to have some wonderful vintage, always available on those drops, fractional, you name it. So be on the lookout for that. I just feel like since it's Monday, it wouldn't be a proper mail call Monday without a mail call. And so let's go ahead and crack open to this mail call here. It's just, since we already have a long 10-minute video already, I wanted to make sure that we just had something small, and so this is just something I've been procrastinating on. And so let's go ahead and just take a look and see what's inside here. Single bar or something. Single something. Seems to be a bar because it's bar shaped, but could be a round, I guess. Let's see what's in here. Oh, nice. Just a couple Geiger Generation 1 grams. I'm always kind of on the lookout for these, and in fact, it's funny because yesterday, one of our Shaq packs, we have these things. We have a line of stack packs called Shaq Frac stack packs, which are basically like a Shaquille O'Neal themed stack pack that contains some fractional silver as well. So it's a Shaq Frac stack pack. And so our second serialized Shaq Frac stack pack actually sold out yesterday. And whenever a serialized stack pack sells out, well, within 72 hours we get the next sequential serialized stack pack up. And well, we got the new Shaq pack up, but unfortunately it's an error pack, and it was never serialized. So that's pretty interesting. It's the third serialized Shaq pack, but it's an error pack in that it was never actually serialized. But it's a pretty cool pack regardless. The reason I'm mentioning that pack is not just because it sold out yesterday, but because it's a pretty cool pack, and it features actually not these, but these in the original factory seal. So let me just break that out real quick, because we had just put that together. Yeah, it's right here. So this is the Shaq Frac stack pack. It's actually pretty competitively priced. This is because normally the contents of this will sell for way more than the Shaq Frac stack pack is selling for. So you're always going to keep an eye on the Shaq Frac stack packs, because when they go up, there's only one available, and it's usually not apparent right away, like what's contained within there. You got to do a little bit of research before you kind of figure out, because we don't make it easy, right? We like to kind of let you do the research sometimes. Like on this one, like the sports cards, there's information on there, so we don't want to like cover up that information on the sports card by giving you additional information about the bars. And so for the Shaq Frac stack packs and the MJ420 packs, we like you to do the research yourself. So you've seen these on the channel, right? You know that this is a generic 1 gram prospector, not an Ingot. But when you're looking at this listing, you're going to want to make sure you're doing your research, right? Because it's not just the Shaq card. And that's it. First of all, look up the Shaq card. Who knows? Maybe that's like a super rare Shaq card. Maybe it's just a really common one. Don't know. You're going to have to research that. This, we know it's a generic prospector gram. But make sure you look at all the product images, right? Whenever you're shopping, make sure you look at all the product images, because boom, what's this? If you actually look at the listing details, these are 2 factory sealed Generation 1 Geiger 1 gram and a 5 gram bar. So this is a pretty cool frac pack. This is a pretty cool Shaq Frac stack pack. So, if somebody is out there who is kind of liking these fractionals and the premium's kind of hurting them a little bit, because when you try to find them on the secondary market, they're kind of pricey, right? And even if you kind of go for our listing, like our cost base is just kind of high on these because they don't make them anymore, so it's difficult. You always have to buy them on the secondary market. So something like this They're difficult to come by, but if you can catch them in a Shaq Frac stack pack, or you just sometimes they'll just be kind of surprises like that. If you can kind of catch one of those hidden deals, always be digging deep for the deals and be patient with your purchases, right? And then every once in a while you might see something like this pop up, right? And then you can snipe it. So anyways, I just wanted to let you know about this because we had just gotten replenishment of this, and so how fitting that we got new ones coming in and we got old ones coming out. But this one's actually a 10 grammer, so it's not exactly the same. This is a 1 gram, this is a 10 gram, this is a 1 gram, this is a 5 gram. Anyways, happy Monday. Cheers.